Hey, I never go off the air. Welcome to Fantasy Wrestling Game Report. I just finished Stump the Idiot. Forsaken came home. We said, let's do the Fantasy Wrestling Game Report. This is a big one because we're going to break down the TNA draft. This is the official 5th round. But before we break down the drafts, we got some big news from the Dungeon Master. Dungeon Master!
Yes,
First
sir.
off, explain why the date of the free agent period, why it's bumped back, and why you are Forsaken the Explorer.
Forsaken the Explorer. That's got a nice ring to it, just like the Forsaken Dungeon. I'm going to China for about 10 days. It's going to be I'm leaving here, Lake Charles, Louisiana, at 7 o'clock in the morning, and on the February 16th, and I'll be back on the evening of February 26th.
See, and they said you don't make money at Kocosports. You're such a high baller being Dungeon Master of Fantasy Wrestling. You're just going on a worldwide trip. You're like, I don't even know what to do with this extra money. Wait, that's sarcasm, folks. Sometimes you have to, like, it's so weird nowadays. Like, back in the day, like, I don't know if people were smarter or they just understood sarcasm more. But, yeah, so hopefully you have fun. You're going there to convert new Internet Infantry members, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're going international, worldwide, so hopefully you have a lot of fun. So, boo, Forsaken and having a life. When does the free agent period, when is it officially going down in the hood?
Okay, well, we originally had it from February 21st and 22nd. It's coming up not too far away. So we pushing it back to March 14th and 15th. That weekend is Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be close to WrestleMania, so everybody might have better picks going into the pay-per-view for double points.
So there you go. Double points, WrestleMania free agent period. Write it down on your calendar right before WrestleMania. All right, but this is the big one. This is our 5th round draft. It's the TNA draft. There are teams that have not picked yet. And this is what we're afraid of. We're doing a podcast. We accepted a lot of teams. A lot of people signed up really quickly but not staying active. Our biggest fear is just A, people not staying active, and B, someone that wanted to be in the league that would have stayed active got bumped out. All right, so here are the people that need to make their picks. You have 10 days to do it, and if you don't do it in 10 days, we'll just randomly pick a TNA guy. And you know what? I think we should just pick it out of the hat. I mean, the last time we picked the best guy in it. But I don't know if that's fair. I think maybe this time, for round 5, if you don't get your pick in within 10 days, we just randomly pick a TNA guy out. Does that seem fair to you?
Yeah, just
We'll put it into like one of those online generators, and then who you get. So you got 10 days. The teams that need it: the Dice Kingdom, the Bond Rangers, Unleashed Jobbers, and Mr. the Kings. You have 10 days where it will be just a free agent period. You can pick anyone, first come, first serve. You can pick anyone, put it down in the comments below, that hasn't been picked yet. After 10 days, we're randomly going to throw in a TNA guy. It will be on the active roster that no one drafted. And then you can't switch it till the free agent period before WrestleMania. And there are rumors. This is the rumor section. We got to talk to Ewok and Forsaken. There's rumors Ewok, Forsaken, and Rob. We're going to talk behind the scenes. We might be adding 2 more teams, and we might be adding more feds. But as of now, those are just rumors, because Forsaken is the only one doing the work, and if Rob and Ewok fail... And by the way, Ewok, mad props, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Ewok will be taking over for the Dungeon Master while the Dungeon Master goes fight dragons in China.
I'm really proud, and I gave my blessings to Ewok. He's been doing a very, very good job with it, and I think right now the way he's been handling it, and the setup and everything that he's even emailed me. There's no one I really trust more than Ewok right now. So he's got my vote of confidence, and
Ewok, if your team shoots to the top like in 10 seconds, like you board the plane to go to China, and all of a sudden he has 2,000 points for his team, we're gonna know something is up. But yeah, and 2014 was a fun year. And 2015 we're improved. And Rob and Ewok, if they come on board, we're just going to keep improving it. So hopefully by the end of the year and in 2016, we'll just keep improving it. But like we said from 2014, we want to make sure that we can handle running the league because A, it's free, and B, there's human error. So we hope to keep improving. I didn't mean to cut you off, Dungeon Master. What were you about to say?
I was about to say for the people it's actually 4 teams that didn't have their TNA draft picks. Those people need to make sure they check in with you and Ewok and Rob so they can keep track of it while I'm gone.
Well, we'll make it easy. You either put it on the blog or on this video.
Right.
That's it. So we'll just make it easy, and then boom, first come, first serve. I'll handle that, and then I'll just make sure that the teams are updated. I'm putting the draft up on our official page, which there'll be a link in the doobly-doo. I should have put a link in the doobly-doo already. I'm a jerk. But yeah, I'll definitely put it on the official page. All right, let's break down TNA draft because this is why, and we should have did this in the beginning. We should have like a pre-warning. This show is not for everyone. It's dedicated to like 18 people. So if you're not one of those 18 people and confused, well, welcome aboard. Maybe one day you can get an expansion team. But we did a Stump the Idiot and review shows all week that is for the masses. This is kind of like directed towards just a small audience of a small audience. All right, TNA draft. Dun dun dun. Number 1 from and I'll do the draft and you do standings. All right, so number 1, the Fabulous E-Birds, Austin Aries. So Austin Aries is the number 1 draft pick for TNA's draft. The brutal Brits, columnist for Kocosports. I got to get on him. Yeah, we had some stuff rocking and rolling, and then I stopped doing shit for him. So, Brutal Brits, I want to publicly apologize. But he's got the number 2 pick. By the way, the order of the draft was how bad you were doing at the time. So, like, the Fabulous E-Birds are in last place, and ties were decided by a win-loss ratio that Ewok came up with. So that's the draft order, if you're wondering how he did the draft order. The Brutal Brits pick the champion, Bobby Lashley. Number 3, Please Don't Own Me, Brah. Team name, you got Kurt Angle. Then, Japan Muda Bears, who got his one and only pick in on paper. He wrote on a piece of paper, he's like, this is the only guy I want. And
I saw it.
It was so funny. When it comes to Japan Muda Bears, Japan is a guy that we live in the same building, huge pro wrestling fan, comments on the blog, and doesn't really care about winning. He had the number 1 draft pick. He just cares. Number 1 draft pick last year and picked Yoshitatsu. He just cares about Japanese wrestlers. And I didn't even have to tell Forsaken. We were doing this off air, and we're like, oh, okay, and Japan, and you just started typing Sonata. Like, you didn't even know. So the number 4 pick, he loves Japan more than anyone I've ever met, and I live in Japan. Japan Muda Bears picks the great Sonata, which probably should have been the lock of the century. He would have picked that number 1 or 2. But Denana, number 5, picks EC3. Number 6, Team Heel ATP, Rockstar Spud. Now this is when we need the 10 days. The Dice Kingdom didn't get his pick in, so now he has 10 days of free agency, and then after that we pull randomly out of the hat. The Dice Kingdom still hasn't picked, so Player Dice, get on that. Number 8, Wicked's Retaliation, Bobby Roode. Now that's a great pick at number 8. Another thing is, with the TNA round, a lot of people got their first or second picks overall. The Bond Rangers, your 10-day free agent. The Turkey Maniacs, low-key. And Rob is like, I don't watch TNA, help me. And then I'm like, all right, well, this guy's champ, and he's a really good wrestler. He's like, that's the guy. I'm like, all right. I didn't have to sell him that much on it.
Yep.
Unlisted Jobbers, 10 days. Mr. the Kings, Mr. the King, where have you been? 10 days. And then number 13 is the Kocosports Fighting Kangaroos. And this year, if this was a real life draft, I'd be the New York Jets in New York getting booed. Because in the draft, first off, I could only keep one keeper, so I lost, Dean Ambrose. And,
Yeah.
the Kangaroo, because I was last year's champion. And the Kangaroo fans really, they attacked my Twitter. They went to the streets. And then, I could have drafted the same Uso brother, but went with the other Uso brother, so there was no loyalty whatsoever. And last year's Fighting Kangaroos, Gail Kim. I could have picked up Gail Kim here. I'm like, wow, we're bringing the Kangaroos back together. But nope. I went with my true love, Awesome Kong. And there's been nothing but controversy for the Kocosports Fighting Kangaroos. There's talk in the media at the local Kocosports land. they want me fired. So I picked up Awesome Kong. I could have picked up last year's Gail Kim and, brought the Roos back together. But you know what? I went with Awesome Kong. I went my love. All along the Watchtower, picked MVP, or got MVP. The local competitors, Drew Galloway, the Screaming Antelopes. Now, these last three are amazing. Like, these last three picks are amazing, considering the last three picks of the draft. Number 16, the Screaming Antelopes, Boom Boom, which, by the way, still hasn't sent me my care package. The host, he picked James Storm. The Golden Turtles now. The Golden Turtles, they've been a little bit, they're the Mark Cuban. They're the Mark Cuban of our league. The Golden Turtles are the Mark Cuban of our league. And he was complaining and how we should do the draft order. And he got Jeff Hardy, and he's in second place overall. So on his list, Jeff Hardy was number 3, and he got his third pick at number 17. Do you think Mark Cuban will be happy with that? Or do you think Mark Cuban is going to be wanting our heads?
I hope he's happy with his pick. I mean, he's pushed a lot, so.
And the Buffalo Bills of our league, Mr. Dungeon Master himself, first place. You were in first place the whole year, and then the Roos came back, and you're in first place now. I think the Roos got to make another comeback, but you decided, you know what? I want championship experience. I want what the Kangaroos had last year. Last year, we didn't have the best team. I'm sorry, we didn't have the best players, but we had the best team. It was all about chemistry. And you said, you know what? She won a championship last year. We barely lost. It was basically she helped defeat last year's team. You took a fighting kangaroo. A former fighting kangaroo, Gail Kim. So not only do the Kangaroos hate me for not bringing back the same team, but I went with Awesome Kong, and we lost our beloved Gail Kim. If we were the Yankees, you would be the Red Sox. We lost one of our best wrestlers to last year's second-place team. I think out in my front yard there's a dummy of me being hung. They're canceling their season tickets. Hashtag cancel Kangaroos Network as trending worldwide. All right, we're being having a little fun, just poking fun at the whole world. But there you go. Congratulations on your picks. Like I said, the Dice Kingdom, Bond Rangers, Unlisted Jobbers, and Mr. the Kings. You have 10 days to fill in who you want. All right, let's see what's going down in the hood here. Boom, 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 boom. Franielli says, I cannot help but feel that you have been pronouncing number 5's team name wrong, Dave. I think na-na-na-na means John Cena's theme song. I might be wrong, but that's what I think every time. All right, let's... All right. So there you go. I think every time you read the name of the team. All right, so number 5's team, the 5th overall pick, ba-da-na-na, is EC3. All right, I see how it is. And Rob sent us a message. Let's see. Want a book? Fantasy wrestling, jerk. All right. And of course, I love when you do typos and like you're like fantasy wrestling. It says Fantard Wrestling Nui. All right. Well, I hope he understands that message.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there you go. There's your draft. Some great steals. I think the top three guys did great. It started getting weird around four. In the middle of the pack, you had a lot of inactive guys. I thought Bobby Roode at 8 was a great steal. Gail Kim as the last pick shocked me. James Storms, Jeff Hardy's doing pretty damn good. So it's funny. I think the top 3 picks and the bottom 3 picks are the best picks. So
Boom Boom getting James Storm, who was a former team member of mine from last year. I think he might do. I think Boom Boom will do pretty well with James Storm and Gail Kim. There's a method to my madness because not only is she experienced being on the Coco fighting kangaroos, but also I need to get rid of Rosa Mendez come free draft period. So.
Yeah. Well, my whole thing is, the whole time I was watching this TNA draft, I have the free agent period. I have people that I want to get rid of. Ryback is going to be on a trading block. Someone asked me, who do you think Ryback and Dolph Ziggler should be named as a team name? I forgot that Ryback was a fighting kangaroo. I think that tag team could be called the Fighting Kangaroos. So there you go. Ryback, they're looking for a name. Dolph Ziggler. I think the Kocosports Fighting Kangaroos is perfect. Wow. Dolph Ziggler, he misses Dean Ambrose on the Roos, so he's going to change it up. But
I think he did pretty well.
Rob is asking who he got. He got Loki. Loki. There you go. Rob wants to come on, so.
Oh, nice.
Let's invite Rob on.
I haven't talked to Rob yet, so this will be pretty fun.
Yeah, he's gonna have like 800 ideas that will be almost impossible to run, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, those ideas are great," and then we'll be like, "Yeah, but we can't fucking do it because we don't have the ESPN staff." Oh, oops. Hold on. Oops, hold on. Boop, boop, boop. These technical difficulties are brought to you by Kocosports.com. There you go.
The world goes to kick ass.
Yep. All right, there we go. We sent it to Rob. Hopefully Rob will be joining us. While we wait for Rob, let's break down the standings. It is on Kocosports.net. It's on the front page. If you just go to Kocosports.net, put your little mouse over games, and then put your mouse on fantasy sports. You'll see where it's updated, and we plan on updating it a lot more, and we plan on doing a lot of new things with it. So hopefully we keep going. Andy Papp says the chief of staff for Team Heel ATP Rockstar Spud. I have an idea for fantasy wrestling. We have 6 divisions, 6 teams per division. We have divisions and break it out. That's a possibility. And then maybe in the divisions you can pick different guys. So like if you're on the East Coast or East Division, or we'll name it after wrestlers, you can pick Dolph Ziggler. But if you're on the West Coast Division, another team can pick Dolph Ziggler. That's not a bad idea. Way to go, Andy Paps. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Everybody, and he says everybody on my team is on the trading block. All right, Rob. Rob, welcome to our show that's directed towards 18 people. And Rob, welcome. We're about to go over standings. And are you happy with your pick? The Turkey Maniacs pick Loki.
I am satisfied. I am satisfied with Loki.
X Division champ, awesome wrestler. So hopefully it does good. Hopefully they bring back the X Division. A lot of TNA fans been crying for the X Division.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. He's the champion of a division that doesn't even exist.
Well, he's a champion of a. Well, let me break down.
Talk about hanging on to past glory.
Time out. Not so fast, my fellow friends. Let me break this down, because Rob, even though he loves WWE, knows nothing about TNA, and TNA draft scared the shit out of him. Low-Key is a great wrestler on Independence that came up, and he's traveled the world, and he's one of the best in-ring performers in the world. He is part of the heel stable right now, the top heel stable, the Beatdown Club. And he holds the X Division title. The X Division is what built TNA and is one of the most famous things ever, but they do not display it as much as they used to. So a lot of fans are saying, we want more X Division matches, so that might help you. So it's not a bad pick for at number 10. You should be happy. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. And maybe you'll start watching TNA and you can do TNA reviews with me. Maybe Low-Key is the icebreaker.
Maybe.
All right.
I'll review just his matches.
and you're like Turkey Maniac, Low-Key. So we have a fantasy wrestling game report, which is for 18 people. But then you are going to make a Turkey Maniacs report that's basically for one team up as 18. Oh, awesome.
Listen, the Turkey Maniacs have a loyal following.
All right,
Just wait until Rey Mysterio makes him surprise return. When can I drop him? Damn it, I hate Rey Mysterio right now.
Well, the good thing about using TNA right now, Rob, is you could drop Rey Mysterio for the free agent period and pick up somebody from TNA as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
I got my eyes on someone though.
Before Rob takes over the show and acts crazy, we have to get to business. Standings.
Yes,
Let's break down the standings, and then after that, Rob, you can come up with your crazy ideas that probably will be impossible to make happen. All right, let's go. Okay. Business time. Dungeon Master, take the reins. What do the standings look like?
Yes, sir. We got first place. We have my team, Team Dragonfly, with 25 points. Next, we have Stairway's Golden Turtles with 17 points. Boom Boom Screaming Antelopes with 15 points. The Local Competitors with 12 points, followed by a tie with All Along the Watchtower and Mr. the Kings with 11 points. Oh, and Dave's team. I just forgot about Dave's.
The Fighting Kangaroos. Yeah, you're gonna forget about them like you forgot last season, as your team dominated, and in last second, that little team. You know, do you believe in miracles? The Fighting Kangaroos, even though the fan base is really turned on me.
We have Unleashed Jobbers with 10 points trailing right behind them.
I really think that guy meant to be the Unleashed Jobbers.
I thought maybe Unlisted Jobbers. I don't know what it is. I think maybe he's like, oh, I misspelled my team name. You can respell it, and then maybe that's why he hasn't done a pick yet. All right, go ahead.
Well, we got Rob's team, the Turkey Maniacs, with 9 points.
Yes.
And you can thank Carmella and Daniel Bryan for those.
Mostly Daniel Bryan.
Carmella's been a fantasy sleeper. On paper, she looks horrible, but she's collecting those points fighting Blue Pants every week.
Yeah.
No, she only got 1 point. Blue Pants won all the matches.
Son of a bitch! Blue Pants should have been your
Emma. I know.
All right. I thought, yeah. Moving on. What do you got?
Now, moving on, we have a pretty big tie here with a 8-point tie of Team Heel ATP, the Player Dies Kingdom, the Bond Rangers, Wicked's Retaliation, all tied with 8 points, followed by But-Da-Na-Na-Na, 5 points.
No, you guys aren't getting it. No, it's like the John Cena thing. Da-da-da-da, that's that guy's team name.
Yeah.
Is he even spelling it right?
Hey, come on, you guys got to do this with more
But-Da-Na.
love for Cena. Yeah, that was better. Show them how it's done, Dave. You do it the best.
We have their team and iJapan's Muda Bears with 5-point tie. And Fran Yelly's Please Don't Own Me Brah with 3 points, followed by the Brutal Brits with 2 points. And Eric Young finally getting a point on the board.
I just want to say to Eric Young, I know how it is, man. Soon you'll have one guy who's going to just get you a lot of points. The rest of your team's going to be useless, but one guy's going to make you feel okay.
Well, he got Austin Aries, the #1 draft pick overall on TNA, so
yeah,
maybe that'll turn it around for him. So there you go. But and also in his defense, he's an expansion team.
Yeah, he just started not that long ago.
Oh, so he's coming in hot then. We got to watch this one. Take him out.
All right, here we go. Let's see, going across the board here for some comments. Andy Papp says, everyone on my team is on the Training Black. Stardust, Kane, Kofi Kingston, Spud, and Summer Rae. How is your team in the middle of the pack, Andy Paps? I guess Stardust is collecting all your points.
And he just got Rockstar Spud, but he's wanting to put him on the trading block now already.
And not only that, but he was the 6th pick overall. He's the 6th pick overall, and he's already on the trading block. He's like, screw that. Andy Paps is one of those coaches who absolutely hates his team, but his team just stays in the middle of the pack, so the franchise doesn't fire him. So he's like, fucking mediocre bullshit team, and trade you all. He's throwing chairs across the court at halftime, just flipping out. All right. And Fred Yelly says, some YouTuber named Belmo Igloo has one of your fantasy videos, Dave, right now. I'm seeing it display on the YouTube list. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, there's a lot of people recently that just download our stuff and then upload it as theirs. But, like, we're giving it away for free. Like, I don't understand. Unless, like, some master plan is like, wow, we're going to hurt your views. But here's the problem. We don't have many views. I don't understand. I mean, you're pretty big internet fucking pirate, Rob. What is the point of
what? No, I am not.
All right, what is the point? Because I don't understand the point. I make a podcast. I put it on for free, and it's our least popular podcast. The Fantasy Wrestling Game Report is like, oh, okay. So they download it and then they re-upload it. But what's the point? Like, it's on there for free. Are you stealing views, hits? Because right now he only has 1 view. I don't get it.
They're looking for that sweet 3 views.
I guess so. I don't understand. And Franielli says the Turkey Maniac approves. Fuck yeah, LOL. Because like there's a part of me that's like, hey, I should go and hit him up for copyright. But then I'm like, I don't know. Why the fuck are they even
I would still report it.
You think I'd still report it? Because I feel kind of dickish. Cause
I would.
I have pirated stuff in my life. You would just be like, all right, I'm going to report it. Because, and not only that, but also we were false flagged. But I don't think this is a false flag situation. All right. I just sent the message, be like, hey, dude, we give this shit away for free. Why are you stealing our shit, bro?
And I just said to
sense. It's like against the pirate code. It's against the pirate code. All right. Here's the real question: do pirates rat out other pirates? Is that the way it goes?
Absolutely.
All right. So the pirate code. All right. Well, we have to ask Jack Sparrow. That's today's question. Do Pirate Fred Yelly, Andy Paps, anyone that's in the league? The question for you is: do pirates rat out other pirates? Because we have nothing but legal content on our channel, and we still get flagged. Kind of bullshit, I tell you. Bullshit. All right, let's go. And not only that, but out of all shows, the fantasy wrestling game.
Yeah, well, it's because with that picture up there, people think this is a Total Divas show.
Even with the title?
Yeah.
People are stupid. You'd be surprised how stupid people are. And not only that, but wrestling fans are so quick to flag shit. So, like, people come by and they'll flag it because it ain't the official show. And, like, pro wrestling has to jump through so many more hoops than any other genre on YouTube. Because, and most of it is either it's people thinking they're Vince McMahon. They're like, if I flag Kocosports, my YouTube empire grows. Or it's someone that doesn't speak English, like, baka-buka, baka-buka, and they're like, oh, I didn't find it, I'm going to flag it. Yeah, so we had a big fucking debate with YouTube about this shit. I think it might be just YouTube fucking with me. They're like, ha 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 ha, we're sharing your shit, and now you bitched about flags, and now you're going to flag? Ha 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 ha!
Conspiracy.
YouTube stooped you. You conformed now.
I didn't understand what you said, but alright.
You've conformed now. YouTube has beaten you.
Yeah, YouTube always beats us. Beats us with a stick. Joey Cujo, now rocker, former wrestler, sent us a picture of Superman. Context is everything. All right.
Cool.
Just a picture of Superman. It's not like even it has nothing to do with wrestling. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But you know what? I appreciate the picture. Joey Cujo.
I don't know.
Go check out his music. Andy Papp says, I'm going to be the Billy Bean of the league, the Oakland A's general manager. Yes, Dave. All right, there you go. So he thinks I should flag it. All right. Now, there's pressure. I'm not for flagging, just because we've been a victim of false flagging. You know, it's kind of... I was about to make a rape joke, and I was like, nope, not in today's generation. That's gonna get your shit shut down. How dare you fucking say anything like that? You fucking
What's wrong with rape
jerks.
joke?
I was gonna say it's like being raped, but then wait, I don't even know what the joke was. Now it's out of context. Fuck. I should have just said it and dealt with the consequences. I felt no pressure.
Sure.
I'm getting to be a big pussbag in my old age.
Yep, you're soft.
All right. Marty DeGarmo is starting to follow us on Twitter. Appreciate that.
Nice.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. And let's see. I think we're good. Fred Yelly says it's okay to do so. Once does not pirate a free product. Report his ass. All right. Looks like we're going to flagging. I guess that's what the Internet Infantry decided. I will flag him, but at the same time, I'm going to be like, I feel kind of dirty doing this.
Man, was he trying to start his own fantasy wrestling game on his show, or
I don't know. It's probably some foreigner just going, okay, here, this guy has subscribers. Let me boom, 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 and hopefully either that or these are my theories about
Wait, foreigner to us or foreigner to you?
Foreigner to everybody.
So an alien.
Yeah. So it's probably some foreigner going, oh, he has subscribers. Let me just steal his shit and I'll get views. And he doesn't understand that our content's not that good. Or second thing is someone that's like thinks YouTube way too seriously is paying some guy like $5 to like re-upload stuff to try to steal views and stuff. Both ways are pretty sad. Both conspiracies are pretty sad.
I'll do it for 2.
You think it's 2? You think someone's paying some foreigner like $2? Be like, really?
No, I'm saying I'll do it for 2.
Oh, you'll do it for 2? Just
yeah,
upload and download? Sure.
Yeah, just to Dave.
But then again, maybe when YouTube shuts us down because of false flaggers, maybe the guys we didn't flag, our shows will live on. Dude,
Yeah,
I'm hopping on a train right now.
Oh, I have a train over here at my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's loud.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's okay, buddy.
Thanks.
In Japan, our trains are nice and silent.
This is like maybe about 20 feet away.
Jerry used to. You and Jerry must be in the same house. You must be in the same house because Jerry, when we did the podcast, he would have like trains just super loud like that.
I apologize for the trains.
By trains. Trains. Does anyone still use them?
I was supposed to take a 12-hour train ride when I got into Beijing, but all the tickets are sold out for that day, so we'd be taking another form of transportation out of Beijing.
Please tell me donkey. Please tell me donkey.
How are you
traveling?
I think I'm supposed to get by car. By car. Okay. We were supposed to fly again, but I think we're just gonna. And it's already a 22-hour flight, and I just didn't feel like.
I've traveled around, dude. This is me. I don't know. Have you ever traveled around the world? I know Rob has because he's in the military. This is how I am. First off, 20 hour plus. Whenever you go 20 hours in an airplane, whatever your character flaw is, it shows at the end. Like in the beginning, everyone is civil. They're like, hey, we're going on a journey together. This should be fun. By the time your plane lands, whatever your character flaw is, it is at 100%. Like, people are like, you fucking touch me, I'll kill you. And not only that, but about the 20-hour mark, like, when you're about an hour or 2 hours in, there'll be something that annoys you. You're like, wow, I can't believe you're eating Wendy's on a plane. It's going to smell like Wendy's for the rest of the time. Oh, your kid, it just pooped on my chair. Whatever. Like, and about the 2-3 hour mark, you are completely fine. But about the 18-hour mark, you're waking that person up to remind them. Like, 10 hours ago, you fucking ate Wendy's, and it made me very angry. Fuck you. I hope you die. And the whole time is, you know, if you ever been a part of a riot or a riot type situation, there's such tense before the riot happens. They're like, oh my god, if someone touches me, if you pass that line. That's what it's like onboarding.
Oh.
And dude,
right.
nothing pisses me off. And this is a Colt Cabana thing, and Colt Cabana mentioned this, but it's so true. Dude, there's a way to get off a plane. Like, everyone up front, bam, 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 it's 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Dude, when someone breaks that fucking streak, they're like, oh, I'm just going to skip the guy that I'm supposed... Dude, you want to fucking murder that person.
Chaos ensues.
What the fuck did you just do? And not only that, but you get so angry, and you're in the airport the whole time you're so angry. It doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you see. You are angry until you hear fresh air on your face. As soon as those doors open, you're like, this is the great... It doesn't matter where you are. It could be Iraq, Afghanistan, Japan, China, Australia,
Detroit.
New Zealand. Wherever you leave and there's fresh air, you're just like, I love this place, and I never want to get on a plane again. This is where I live now. So that's what it'll be like when you get to China. All right, I think we should get to wrap this up. We talked everything fantasy wrestling. Rob, Ewok, and we're going to get together, and we have some ideas to keep improving it. So we'll keep working on that.
I'm sure Rob has got plenty of ideas already brewing in that head of his.
I like the division. I don't think we can break it into divisions now, but I like that idea that, you know, because then we can get more people, and, yeah, you can have the same teams.
I would rather drop 2 people off my team, become a 3-man team, than give up Daniel Bryan and see a second Daniel Bryan. There's only one Daniel Bryan.
Just have Daniel Bryan, 5 Daniel Bryans. And just be like, yeah, I threw points up, bitches.
No, I mean, like, I'll drop 2 people on my team. I'll go down to a 3-person team limit over giving up Daniel Bryan to the rest of the league. I love Daniel Bryan.
All right. Understood. So, free agent period when we get back from China. When's the exact date when free agent period?
The free agent period is going to be March 14th and 15th. Coming up. Yeah, it was supposed to be the 21st and 22nd of this month. It was supposed to be coming out really soon, but I need a vacation.
And not only that, but also we've said from day one in 2014, human error. You just have to know. Yeah. Fred Kelly says, I'm glad to know that I'm not going crazy hearing train sounds.
I'm sorry, Fred Kelly.
Also, the Dice Kingdom, Bond Rangers, Unleashed Jobbers, and Mr. the King, you guys have free agents of TNA for the next 10 days. And if in 10 days you don't pick a guy, we are going to randomly pick out a TNA guy. Because we're trying to make it where the most active members have the biggest advantage. And I think that's only fair for those that sit through these long podcasts about fantasy wrestling.
And how it veers off track eventually.
Yeah, well, that's
part of the show.
Sports. Yeah. All right, let's have our last moments. Then we're gonna wrap it up. I don't know why we sound like a friend was dying. A podcast is ending, and I'm like, let's have our last moments with this podcast. All right, Dungeon Master.
Yes, sir.
The stage is yours. What do you want to say to the world? That's a little confident. What do you want to say to Bimo Igli, who's going to be uploading this later on his channel?
Hi. No, but Rob, it's been really fun being able to chat with you for the first time. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully we can do some more talk time in the future. And Dave, thank you as always for having me on the show. Ewok, thank you for being able to keep up with all of this massive amount of work for 10 days. And you're doing a good job, buddy.
Thank you, as always, Dungeon Master. And like I said, and I'll say it a million times, you can put it on my tombstone. How much should I put on my tombstone? My tombstone's going to be like a billboard with fine print. But you can put it on my tombstone. If it wasn't for Dungeon Master Forsaken, there would be no fantasy wrestling game. Like, it would have been dropped. Like, you know what Fantasy Wrestling 2014 would have been? About, like, 3 months into it, we're like, this ain't working. So, thank you, Dungeon Master, for handling. All right, Rob, the stage is yours. What are you going to say about your beloved Turkey Maniacs?
I just want to say I hope the Fighting Kangaroos are ready, because soon Eric Rowan's going to start winning matches. Carmelo's about to start a hot streak. I see Loki having a bright future doing whatever the fuck he does. I bet he does cool flips and shit. I hope he does, because X Division sounds like flips and shit. So I hope he does a bunch of flips and shit. And Daniel Bryan, I hope you keep getting me 2 points a week. Keep it up. Win 2 matches a week. I don't care. Be the new John Cena, because I like you.
That's right.
And fuck the Fighting Kangaroos.
All right. Well, not only are the Turkey Maniacs saying "fuck the Kangaroos," but I think the Kangaroo Nation is really pissed, because we had many opportunities to have the same exact team. I mean, there's nothing I could have done to get Dean Ambrose. It's just, the Dean Ambrose is gone, and we thanked him for his service. But we could have got the right Uso. We could have got Gail Kim, and you know what? I believe I know what I'm doing. So if you're a Fighting Kangaroos fan, hold on tight, and hopefully we can be a sleeping team that wakes up just right towards the end of the year, and our captain, Dolph Ziggler, with his new best friend Ryback, hopefully Team Kocosports Fighting Kangaroos can just rack up a lot of points.
Yeah, I look forward to earning points when I crush Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for that matchup if it's going to happen.
Crush.
But a lot of people are like, who's going to be the heel between Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler? Let me tell you, there doesn't have to be a heel. The main event is the heel. These guys are the faces who are going to steal the goddamn show.
Well, hey Rob, we got a little main event coming up for this pay-per-view. Your top guy versus my top guy. So
yeah, but your top guy is also Vince's top guy, so my money's on you.
Oh, gotcha.
God, Vince.
All
if
right,
Daniel Bryan would get a tan and rub oil on himself, then he can win.
Grow a little bit taller.
Hold on.
All right, so Jimmy King, thank you for the thumbs up. Franielli, thank you for the comments. Andy Paps, thank you for the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Kocosports.net. We plan on improving the fantasy wrestling more and more. We just want to make sure, because it is ran by humans working for free, and we don't want to overwork people, because if it was me, I would have just panicked and shut it down. So we keep improving. Thank you for the ideas. And like in 2014, what we said is, you have to have the first one to improve. So hopefully we just keep improving. And I think 2015 is a million times better than 2014.
Oh, thank you.
2014, we did not have free agency.
Maniacs.
Yeah, we didn't have the Turkey Maniacs. So hopefully it keeps growing. And maybe there'll be rumors of 2 expansion teams. We'll keep that in check. And the good thing is, even if you're an expansion team and don't win the season, we're going to come up with a way to make it where more people can play. But even if we can't make it where more people can play, we're going to make it where activity and loyalty get you in the league faster. because we didn't expect this many people to sign up. We didn't. We were like, oh, I hope 6 people signed up. We're like turning away 25 people. So
less than 24 hours later.
Yeah, there was a lot, and I didn't think we were like, because me and Forsaken, we told the story before, but we'll tell it one more time. Me and Forsaken were like, oh, well, if not enough people sign up, we'll just beg our friends. And then it was like, bam! And we're like, okay, we got to shut it down. Like, we had to send out tweets, like, sorry, filled up. But for those that, are fantasy wrestling nerds, we're hoping to add 2 more expansion teams. And I do like the subdivisions and all that. That sounds really interesting. But we can definitely not do that this season. That might have to be later in the future. But what ideas we do have: adding Ring of Honor, adding Lucha Underground, and adding 2 more teams. Those are the ideas we have. Nothing is in stone, and I'm sure Rob has a trillion ideas, as he's a fantasy sports gaming guru guy.
I am.
I tried to put you over, dude. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Let you have this moment. Have this moment. Accept the moment. Enjoy it.
I'm taking it. Here's a little dance.
All right, let's see. Boop, 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 boop.
Good.
I love Orton and Henry. This is from Franielli, but those fuckers are nowhere to be found. I hope Angle makes up for those SOBs. Yeah. And then what else? And I think that's it. All right, that's the last comment. Like,
awesome.
Comment, subscribe. I did a Stump the Idiot. We did review shows all this week. Also, me and Rob are doing a special Stump the Idiot or Backseat Booker because so many people are asking how we book WrestleMania. So that will probably happen soon. All right, awesome. So like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. Gentlemen, thank you. Internet Inventory, thank you. And with that, I am over.
Later.